Good morning, sir. Good morning,
morning,
can you
madam.
hear me?
Good morning, madam. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome
Good
to this
morning. Thank you.
webinar.
Thank you.
Very happy to see you, madam, once again. And it is
Yeah.
totally a busy schedule here.
Thank you so much, sir.
HOD sir, shall I start, sir?
Please go ahead.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to one and all present here and online. First, let me introduce myself. I am Muhammad Ali, Assistant Professor from Postgraduate and Research Department of Economics, the New College, Chennai. I'm glad to be hosting this event today. On behalf of the Postgraduate and Research Department of Economics, I welcome you all for today's program, that is e-lecture on awareness of trends in information and communication technology. Let us start today's program with the invocation. I request Professor M. Shahul Hamid from Postgraduate and Research Department of Economics to recite a few verses from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, sir. Now I request to welcome the elite gathering. Sir, it's over to you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Ali. And it is a time once again, an auspicious time in a very bright morning to welcome all the audience, including the resource person, Dr. Shantini Madam here. And I take this as a privilege to welcome my college, my principal, Dr. S. Bashir Ahmad sir. And since he is busy with his schedule, I am blessed with a charismatic leader, Sheikh Muhammad sir here. And for all these programs, a person who is a source of inspiration to the Department of Economics, a man of self-discipline, a simple and humble personality, Professor Sheikh Mohammed Sir, Vice Principal Academic. I welcome you, sir, for today's program on information technology, information and communication technology. And the title is such, it is having a sweet tongue. Therefore, I am taking an adage from an English literature by saying that no poison can kill a positive thinker and no medicine can save a negative thinker. That is this information and technology. If at all this technology is used in a right direction, it will give you a fruitful result. If it is used in a wrong direction, it will spoil the total future of the generations. Therefore, here, the Department of Economics wants to know the meaning of this communication and information technology and how it is making a way, paving a way towards economics of development. That is the target objective of this program. Moreover, here we are incorporating the usage of communication and information technology and educational empowerment among young masses. And relating to this communication technology, in our historical background, we are seeing that there was the presence and there is the presence of telepathy, through which communications were sent from one place to the other. And later on, if we are seeing the historical development, we are seeing human gestures and whistles to communicate each other, which was later on transformed by means of the advancement of technology in the form of invention of telegraphic machines. And science and technological development did not stop with this. Scientific development has advanced. We are seeing the launch of satellites, especially environment as well as telecommunication satellites. Through these satellites, we are now seeing the younger generations are knowing just a tip of the iceberg in the form of the telephonic conversation through cell phones. When these that is basic cell phone was replaced with iPhone, this iPhone has become a modern source of communication technology to the student community. And latest, the thing is that we are seeing the advancement of this technology in the form of 5G technology, and now we have to wait and watch what is this 5G technology is going to have its repercussion in the form of educational enhancement as well as the technological enhancement. With these few words, I welcome all my faculty in the Department of Economics. I welcome the resource person, Dr. B. Shantini Madam, Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science Department, St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education, Avadi, and I welcome all the audience all around Chennai as well as throughout India. Welcome all the audience. Welcome all of you once again. Thank you very much. Over to Mr. Ali.
Thank you for your wonderful welcome address, sir. I request the esteemed audience to please mute your audio. Now I request our dynamic principal, sir, to deliver this presidential address.
Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to one and all present here. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to be associated with the Department of Economics in this wonderful program about technology and communication technology and so on. Because of technology, I'm talking to you now, and this technology was not there a few years before. Thanks to the pandemic, today, we are able to have such wonderful discussions and knowledge sharing through this wonderful technology. As rightly pointed out by the head of the department, no poison can kill a positive man, and no medicine can cure a negative mindset person. Same is here. Technology, see, the present day technology, you have everything. You have good and bad. It is up to the individual to make a choice for his career, for his life, and so on. If you say that no, but unfortunately, no, the community, the world, majority of the people are not using it for good purposes, rather than they are using this technology for whiling away the time and also for wrong activities. So that is the problem here. Otherwise, it's a wonderful thing which we all have to encourage. And presently, technology, industry is facing a very big boom. If you don't practice technology now, I think you will be out of the race. Technology, lot of things, lot of newer technologies are there in the field now, and you have to, whether you are whether you know computers or not, whether you belong to different field, it is immaterial, but you need to know technology. There is no escape for anyone to say that I don't know how to use technology. So because we are living in a technological world where everything, for anything and everything, we have to use some kind of technology or other. So it is like technology illiterates. Don't be a technology illiterate. So that will spoil you from various other chances. So kindly upgrade your technology. Most of the technology that we are having now is user friendly. Only thing is, if you spend a little time to understand, then you can make use of it. At the same time, I have a word of caution: don't misuse technology. Don't waste your time on wrong things. Especially, today we have a smartphone. This smartphone can be used as a radio, a telephone, a camera, a diet plan, and so on and so forth. It can be used as your bank, and it can be used as your service provider, and so on. So many things are there. But beyond that, there is something called games, and so many other distracting things are also there. We are more attracted towards the distractions rather than the constructions. So if we can keep away those distractions, and if you concentrate on those things that will construct a career to you, or that will develop a future for you, it will be of great help. So I'm not here to stand between the resource person and the audience. I take this opportunity to thank the head of the department, Dr. Karimullah Basha, for its nice words, and the Department of Economics for arranging this program. And also I wish the resource person all the very, very best for a successful transfer of knowledge. Thank you very much, and thanks you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to introduce our today's resource person. I request Dr. A. Abdul Rahim, Associate Professor from Postgraduate and Research Department of Economics, the New College, to introduce our today's resource person.
Good morning. Good morning to each one of you present day, Honorable Chairman and Secretary, respected Principal, Professor S.A. Sheikh Muhammad, Vice Principal Academic, our Head of the Department, Dr. S. Karimullah Basha, learned professors, research scholars, students, and other participants. On behalf of the Economics Department, I offer my regards to all the participants, and I convey my regards to the speaker of this day, Dr. B. Shantini. Thank you so much, Madam, for accepting our invitation and coming over for the webinar. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker today, who is going to talk to us about the awareness on trends in information communication technology. The ICT awareness is the gaining knowledge, education, and consciousness as much as a user perceived to be sufficient to learn and use information communication technology and realize its overall characteristics, strategic functionality, and competitive advantage. Our speaker, Dr. B. Shantini, she is a professor of St. Peter Institute of Higher Education and Research, Avadi, Chennai. She, having qualified in BE, ME, and PhD, is best suited professional academician to talk about this topic. She is an academician and researcher with a big list of achievement who has specialized in an enhanced security system using multi-modal biometric for hierarchical mobile ad hoc networks and research for over 30 years. She has completed 4 major projects funded by CSIR, AICTE, Anna University, and ICMR. She has doing ongoing major project funded by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. She has received Women Educationist Excellence Award from Global Multidisciplinary Research and Academic Foundation and Best Researcher Award funded project for 2019-20 by St. Peter Institute of Higher Education and Research. She has published 28 research papers in high impact factor national and international journals. She has presented 24 research papers in international conferences and 14 national conferences conducted by various universities and research institutes all over India. She has guided 10 PhD research scholars and her institute 4 theses were submitted and 4 are pursuing research. She has organized and delivered a speech in various symposium, workshop, conferences, and a FDP program. She has international membership in Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers and the Institute of Electronics, Information and Communication Engineers, and also national membership in Computer Society of India and Indian Society for Technical Education. She has registered patents in her invention on an air quality mobile monitoring device, mobile applications of effectively monitor sewage system in real time, smart helmet system for detecting alcoholic person and halting the vehicle, fish finding robot, on demand sleep awake and conditional transformation technique for energy efficient WBN, sleep derivations and sleepness detection glass, and advanced video streaming algorithm for HEVC. I would like to welcome Dr. B. Shantini and express my gratitude to all of the participants of this webinar program. I hope and request your cooperation throughout this program for its grand success. So once again, a warm welcome to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahim sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I invite Dr. B. Shantini, Professor and Head of the Department of CSE and IT from St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research from Avadi, to deliver her presentation. Ma'am, it's over to you, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Very good morning and warm greetings from St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research. I take immense pleasure to be part of this webinar and be present in this forum before you all. Before I start anything further, I wish to thank the management, Dean R&D of Spiher, Principal and Dean of New College, and Head of the Department for giving me this opportunity to be a guest lecturer for PG and Research Department of Economics. I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Mohammad Nazir for organizing this webinar in a systematic way. Once again, I offer my gracious greetings to all of you and let me start the presentation. I will share the screen. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible, madam.
Okay. Thank you. So the topic given is awareness of trends in information and communication technology. But the thing is, I don't know the audience. I thought it is students of UG, PG and research. So I have selected the topics in such a way that it covers all the people. So first of all, if you know what is ICT, Information and Communication Technology, it is the infrastructure and components that enable the modern computing. So the information and communication technologies will combinedly do some modern computing. So it is using all devices, networking components, applications, systems, etc. So it is combinedly, it is allowing the people and organizations to interact in the digital world. ICT have changed the way in which we communicate with each other. So we all know before this pandemic period, we don't know this Zoom. We don't know about Google Meet. So how we communicated, or we will start from the beginning. So in ancient period, we communicate through Pura Vidutud. You might have heard about all those stories. And after that, one by one, everything came into our day-to-day activities, like phones. Phones also, before that, we have the steady phone. And now we have smartphones. So by using the smartphones, we are communicating with each other. Through internet, we are sending mails. And so many new technologies, video calls, and like this Zoom meetings, we are communicating with each other. The entire typical our life is changed by using these different communication technologies. And how we find the needed information, that is also changed. So before that, we will be going to the libraries to search some information, and in our local library it will not be available. Then we will be going to the central library, Hanimara library, etc. to get some information. But nowadays everything is present at our doorstep. So by using Google, we can search anything and everything. And next, how we work. So before we have to go for work, we will be doing some work and coming back to our home. But now, work from home, this term is very new to our generation, because now only it came into exist. Work from home means due to this pandemic, everything is because of this pandemic, very many new technologies have been arisen. And how we conduct businesses. Businesses, we all know, we will be having some shops, we will sell, will buy, etc. But nowadays, everything is online. So we have Flipkart, we have Amazon, we have so many different online business companies, so that we can buy and sell things through online. And how we interact with government agencies. So before that, if we want to get a birth certificate or any certificate in the government organizations, we have to go to the government offices daily, because there will not be any response, proper response. But nowadays, for getting a certificate, just we have to go to that website and we have to click a button to get the birth certificate or any certificate in that matter. So it is very easy for us. Next, how we manage our social lives. So before that, we will be talking with our neighbors or with our relatives only. But nowadays, because of this social networks like WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram, many social networks, LinkedIn, many social networks have come into our lives, so that our friend list has been expanded. So this ICT have changed our entire lifestyle into a modern lifestyle. And if you see the components of ICT, we have software. Obviously, we have hardware and software. Hardware in the sense, it may be anything. It may be a mobile, or it may be a laptop, or it may be a tab or computer. It may be anything, or it may be a networking components. And software means, in this case, Zoom is the software only. Okay, Zoom is a software through which we are communicating. WhatsApp is a software through which we can chat. And other social network, everything is coming under this software. All the applications are coming under software. And by using the software and hardware, we are doing many things. And in this ICT, we are doing some transactions. It may be banking transaction, or it may be online transaction, like business transactions. Everything is coming. Then communication technologies. So communication technology, from 4G, it came to 5G now. And now 6G is also under research. And whatever we are sending and receiving will be called as data. And for sending the information, receiving the information from the remote places, we need the internet access. And most of the informations are stored in the cloud. So these are the different components of ICT. And if you see ICT tools, again, the same type of ICT tools. We have emails, we have word processors, spreadsheets, blogs, LCD projector, multimedia technologies, everything is coming under ICT tools. Okay, anything we can use for communication, and the information can be communicated. So first we will see about the ICT for teaching learning, because most of the people present in this forum are teachers, I hope, as well as some research people are also available. So you will be in the teaching profession after this. So I want to share something regarding teaching learning, ICT for teaching learning purpose. If we see the students' learning level now, if we are only doing some lectures, nothing else, then only 5% of the lecture will be learned by the student. If the student is asked to read, then 10% he will acquire. If it is audio visual, some figures, some pictures, some audio or videos, then 20% will be grasped. If it is a demonstration, we are doing something, we are doing some innovative projects, and we are doing some demonstration, then 30% will be acquired by the students. And if they are discussing with one another about that particular topic, 50% can be acquired. And if they are doing it, for example, if I am telling about you some tool, if we are opening the tool and if we are doing, then only we can acquire some 70% of the knowledge. And teaching others. So once I know something about a particular tool, and then if I teach somebody else, then I will be familiar with that particular tool about 90%. Okay, so this is the students' learning level. So what we have to do is, these skills have to be improved. Especially the 21st century skills are called as 4 C's. The first C is communication. So communication in the sense not only English communication, we have to share our thoughts. If we are telling something in any language, if we are telling something that should be acquired by the receiver, he should understand what we are telling. And we should be able to question them. We should share some ideas, some solutions. Okay, so that should be very clear. That is the important thing in this communication. Then collaboration, working together to reach a goal. Teamwork. We should be smart enough. We should put some talent and expertise in that work, and we should work together to reach a particular goal. Collaboration. And the third C is critical thinking, looking at problems in a new way. We will call it as out of the box thinking. Critical thinking will be out of the box thinking. So everybody will be thinking in the same way, but the inventor will be thinking in some other way. That is the new way. Okay, so that he can innovate the new ideas. So that is coming under creativity. C. Fourth C is creativity. Trying new approaches to do some innovative projects, some inventions, creating some inventions. So that is coming under creativity. So these are the 4 important skills we need in this century. And the ICT is ITC based teaching learning has taken some new formula. That is, here we are going to see about flipped learning and blended learning. You might have done this, even though I am telling you. So first, if you see this flipped learning, we have the flipped classroom. Traditional classroom, we all know. That is, we are coming to the college or school. We are hearing some lectures. Some homework is assigned to us. Then we are going home. We are doing the homework. This is called a traditional classroom. First, the students are coming to the classroom. We are teaching. We are giving some assignments. The students are going home. They are doing the assignments. This is called traditional classroom. Flipped classroom means first the instructor will record the information. He will send the videos or recorded information or documents to the students, so that the students will get some clear idea about the topic which he is going to take in the next day class, so that the student can easily understand the thing, as well as he can ask the doubts, because he is already familiar with that particular topic, so that he can ask some doubts and the teacher can help them regarding this topic. So this is the difference between traditional versus flipped classroom. Instructor prepare the materials, students are listening the lectures, homework is assigned in the traditional classroom. In the flipped classroom, instructor is giving the documents to the students. It may be anything. It may be document, or it may be video document, audio document, anything. The students will listen that before coming to the class, and during the class times, so the applied, that will be applied. The whatever he learned will be applied through different activities or higher order thinking tests, etc. And next comes the blended learning. So nowadays, this is what happening. So it's a mix of face-to-face and online learning. So 3 days in weekly 3 days, the students are coming to the campus and we are teaching them face-to-face, and 3 days they are at home and we are giving some online teaching. So that is a mix of both. So here also so many opportunities are there, because once the student is coming to the campus, they can ask the doubts to the lecturer. They can the lecturer can engage the students, and if it is in online, in that case also we can use many tools. Technology tools are available for online teaching. By using those tools, the teacher can engage the students in a very active way. Okay, so this is a blended learning. We may use some smart boards. So this is one of the technology, ICT. So if we are using some smart boards, we can control any computer applications through these smart boards. We can use any of the colors to write in the digital link. We can write, we can draw, anything we can do with the smart board. At the same time, we can save that. Suppose you are doing a presentation using a drawing. You have drawn for about half an hour, you have drawn. Okay, the same drawing can be saved and that can be used for the next class. So that is possible in smart boards, but in our ordinary boards, blackboards, it is not at all possible. If it is cleared, if it is erased, then nothing will be there. And our handwriting can be converted to text for future use. In that also in the same way. So we can take some notes, we can give some hints on the board, and that can be converted to text, and that text can be given to the students as notes. That is also possible in smart boards. And we have erase option, so that we can erase and we can save it, then we can erase, then we can create new information in the board. And these smart boards are allowing the teachers and students to interact and make the students to participate very actively. So this interaction increases the attention of the students, the timing of the student. It enhances the learning through visual and tactile. So in the same smart board, we can show some videos, we can play some audios, we can show some pictures. Anything is possible in the smart board, so that the students will be very much interested to view that videos or audio, hear the audios, so that their learning skills will be enhanced. Next comes the e-learning softwares. There are many softwares available. For example, Moodle is the important software which is used in the worldwide. For example, my daughter is doing MBBS in Russia, and now it is online class only. They are using Moodle. So we are also, most of the colleges are using Moodle here. And in Russia also, they are using this learning management system, Moodle, for the content management. So they are sending the content, the notes or the exercises through Moodle, and we can get it and we can do the assignments, we can submit it. Anything is possible through this Moodle. So the entire learning can be managed. The entire contents of our syllabus is managed by this e-learning software. So there are some options for assignment submission. There are some assessment tools are there, how the students have done their assignments, how they have given their how they have attended the test, what is the answers, so how to assess that. Everything is possible in Moodle, and it has some monitoring system also, as well as feedback system. So feedbacks, after the class is over, the students can give the feedback about the faculty, or the faculty can give the feedback about the students. And we can also have the surveys. We can take some survey through the Moodle. And other LMS services are Google Classrooms, Microsoft Teams, Canvas, etc. So these are the other learning management systems, and many are using Google Classrooms or Microsoft Teams and Canvas in their day-to-day teaching. They are using these LMS. So this is the picture of Google Classroom. This is the website. If you go inside this Google Classroom, it will show the different classes you have. If you click the class, then you can go inside. The students can be added in the classroom. You can give some assignments to the students. You can give some tests to the students. The students can post their assignments, and we can assess the assignment. We can take attendance. Everything is possible in Google Classroom also. And next comes some other, game-based learning platforms. So this Kahoot is a game-based learning platform. So this can be used in the institutions for giving some multiple choice questions. multiple choice questions or multiple choice quizzes. Suppose if you want to give some quiz to the student or to take a break from the traditional classroom activities, what you have to do is you can show the Kahoot. Kahoot means it is one quiz. If you take one Kahoot, that means you can take one quiz. So that can be projected in the LCD projected to the students. The students can also participate in that quiz by adding the Kahoot, what is that? Their Kahoot app in their mobile phones or from their computers. They can join in your quiz. So this is one screenshot of Kahoot. So here the question is visible in the screen, and the students who are joining in this quiz are shown here. It is not quiz, some questions answer session, and they are asking, when was our company founded? So the 4 options are given like this. So 1920, 1934, 1924, 1824. So one of these option is correct. So that will be already fixed by the teacher who has taken these questions, taken these quiz questions. So the students, what the students have to do is, the student will have the right hand side, you can see Victoria R. So this Victoria is using their app or their mobile phones to have this Kahoot app, or their computer to have this Kahoot app, and in their mobile she can see only these 4 options. So she has to press any option and that will be added to the quiz. Finally, suppose if you are giving some 20 questions or 30 questions, after the quiz is over, the students will be allotted with their marks, and at once that marks will be displayed on the screen. So anybody can see the marks, so that all the students will be viewing their marks as well as the who has got the first mark, etc., etc. So it's a quiz software. So like that, we have another software called Hot Potatoes. It has many applications. So here the applications are given, 6 applications are there. So it can be used for multiple choice, JQuiz. It is otherwise called as JQuiz. It is multiple choice questions can be given to the students and the students can answer it. So like this, we have to give the questions and options. So the students will be selecting that options. Then we have JCross, that is some crossword puzzles. So like that, we can give to the students. Match the following. So these are all for school students or also for the college students, because nowadays this online teaching is very boring and students are not at all active in the class. They are just muting and they are doing some other works. So to attract the students, we can give some gaming softwares, gaming questions to the students. It is JMatch. Then JMix. So this is the main sentence. Some words are given. By using these words, we can prepare the alternate sentences. So that is the sentence making. For sentence making, we can use this. JClose is used for fill in the blanks. So for English classes and all, we can make use of it. For fill in the blanks, we can use this application. And Masher is combining all these into one particular folder. So for that, the Hot Potatoes Masher is used. So these are the different gaming softwares which is useful for teaching. Okay. And next comes the Google Forms. So Google Forms is mainly used for taking surveys, for getting the feedbacks, or giving some quiz. Quiz also, actually it is used for getting the feedback or forms. So we all know about feedback forms, isn't it? So for every program, we will be preparing a feedback form that will be dispatched to the students who are all attended the seminar. And after the seminar, they will be filling the forms and they will give it back. In the same way, here we have the online Google Forms. So here also we can give some questions, whether the program is useful or in what way it is useful for you. Anything, any questions can be asked in the Google form. so that the people can give the feedback about the program using this Google form. So we have conducted a quiz on 18/8/2021 during that independence. So for that we have prepared this. Just for an example I am giving you. So the quiz questions can be prepared like this. So before we are starting the quiz, that information about the student can be collected. Their name, their email ID, contact number, contact address, etc. can be collected. Then the questions can be given to the students. So the questions can be prepared in such a way that, so totally 25 questions we have prepared and 2 marks for each question we have given, totally 15 marks. The first question is, what is the theme for Independence Day celebration 2021? So we have to prepare the question and the options can be given, and the correct answer can be set in the question itself. While preparing the question, we can set the question, so that while the student was answering this question, if it is correct, okay. So here we got 62 responses. Totally 62 students have attended that quiz, and their average marks are shown in this diagram, in this chart, bar chart. Average of 40.32 to 50 points students have been taken, and median is 42 out of 50 marks, and range is 8 to 50 points. So the minimum mark is 8 and the maximum mark is 50. So in that range the students got the marks. For the first question, the first option is taken by 4 students. The second option is taken by 1 student. The third option, that is the correct option, that is taken by 54 students, and none of the above is taken by 3 students. So totally 62 students and 54 students have got correct responses. Everything can come like this. Okay, so the responses you can easily view. And finally, suppose if you want to get the details about everything, who are all attended, at what time they have logged in, and what is their name, what is their mail ID, what are the informations we have to collect, what is the contact number, all these informations we can collect along with all the 25 questions and their answers. Here the first person, Sanyasapala Naidu, so he got 42 out of 50. The second, Naushad, he got 46 out of 50. So like that, each and every student will be the information about every student will be there, and we can download the Excel sheet so that we can collect all the information within a second. After the quiz is over, just we can collect the information by using this Excel sheet. So not like previously we have to get the quiz paper, we have to correct one by one manually, and finally we have to give the marks, and then only we will understand who got the first mark, etc. And so nowadays it is very easy. And next comes some blogging softwares. Blogging. So the WordPress is a free content management system. You might have heard about blogs, because each and every person can create their own blog. Suppose you are very much interested in a particular area. If you are writing some poems, you can create your own blog, and in that blog you can post all your poems. Okay. And suppose if you are a teacher, you can create your own blog, and what are all the expertise you have. So like your CV, what are all the papers you have presented, what are all the journal publications you have, what are all the patents, everything can be given in that blog, so that you can give, suppose if somebody wants to know about you, you can give that blog ID to them, and in the website if they put their blog ID, they can view everything about yourself. So this is the blog content management system. Whatever information we can store by using this WordPress. It is the software which is used for this content management system. We can create our own website. It is like a website only. The blog is like our own website. So if you go to that site, we can know everything about us. Okay. And this WordPress also provides a web-based user interface. We can design, we can publish, we can update website, etc. So like this WordPress, we have Blogger also. This blogger is also used for a blog creation only. So this is from Google, because nowadays all the services are given by Google. Not even a single service is left. Everything is given by Google. So this blogger is their software, and it allows the member to share text, photos, videos, anything. Suppose if I am getting this recorded session, so I can share this video in my blog, so that I have attended this session in new college. Okay, so everything can be put into my website. So that is useful, very useful for that. And this Google purchase Picasa and the photo sharing utility Hello, they have integrated into this blogger. Okay, and it is using many features like geotagging. Geotagging, we all know. Suppose if you are taking a picture, if you are taking a photo, that photo, where that particular photo is taken. So nowadays for all this inspection, AICT inspection or UGC inspection or NAC, NBA, so they are asking about this geotagging photographs only, because anybody can take the photograph anywhere and they can show that this program was done in our college. So nowadays it is not at all possible, because geotagging is there. Geotagging is the location will be tagged in our photograph. What location means? What is the longitude? What is the latitude of that particular place? Whether that is inside the campus. Okay, everything can be easily verified. And link editing. So any link can be given in our website. So if you are clicking that link, it can go to some other website. So that is also possible in this blogger. And since you are in teaching profession, we need this PowerPoint. So as you all know, I am also presenting using this PowerPoint only. So in PowerPoint, we have many features, like it can be displayed on the screen for online teaching. Then it can be printed, paper documents. So slides can be printed one by one, or we can handouts can be printed in one handout. We can have maximum six slides. So for notes and all, we can give that handouts itself. Okay, and the data can be embedded. So we can have some music here. We can have some video in the middle. So that is also possible. That can be linked with the other audio, videos, etc. It can be transmitted as a live broadcast presentation over the web. So now I am doing that only, and embedded in a web page or blog, and it can be shared in social network. It can be recorded. Anything is possible in PowerPoint. Okay. So like PowerPoint, we have Canva. So this Canva is not only for presentation, it is also used for creating our posters, brochures, invitations. It is very interesting software. This is the Canva. It is used for graphic design and video editing. Okay, so here we have thousands of design layouts for anything. If you go for presentation, it has many templates. We can select any one of the template and we can prepare our presentations. It can be social media, videos can be prepared, posters, flyers, invitations, or CVs, anything is possible. Many things are possible in this Canva. It is free only. So it is very free to use, and it is very simple tool. So anybody can use it. No skills or experience required. Since it has multiple templates and fonts, we will be very much surprised by seeing the templates. Okay, so I have so this is my Canva page, and in my page, so you can see here, presentations is possible, social media is possible, video, print products, marketing, office, etc. So in the downside, you have invitation can be prepared, posters can be prepared, presentations, Instagram post, like Facebook cover pages, anything is possible in this, flyers, brochures, anything we can create. And if you go to that particular poster, if you click poster, in that we have many templates. We can select one particular template, Just we have to take that word out and we have to put our words inside that template. That's it. If you want to give some pictures, we can add the pictures. It is very easy to use. Okay, so here I have shown one thing, presentation. So if you see, there are so many presentation templates are given. It may be a simple presentation, it may be education presentation, gaming presentation. So there are so many types of templates. You can select any template and we can create the presentations. And the elements like different shapes can be added. Text also, so different types of text are available in this Canva. So these are all easily done with by the use of Canva. So this picture chart is also like that only. It is very so user-friendly tool. Here also we can create the infographics, flyers, posters, charts. We can also create reports, etc. So if we are using such and if we are giving some assignments, so the students will be very much interested to do this. Okay, so these are the different softwares. And suppose if you want to create a video, okay, so you know, all of you know about this YouTube. No need to explain it in detail. So this is a video sharing service. So you can create your own video and you can put it here. And if any, it will pay you according to the views and likes. Okay, according to the views, it will pay you. So that is very good. You can upload by your own. And nowadays, if you see, all over the people from all over the world, from all types of background, they are putting videos. So he may be a cooking person. So he will do some cooking, he will create a video and he will be putting in YouTube. Anything is possible. Teaching for different languages, teaching for different subjects. We can create a YouTube video and we can put it. Okay, so everything is possible here. And now YouTube Shorts, very recently in 2020, they have released YouTube Shorts. It is like TikTok, so for taking videos for one particular portion of a dance video or a dialogue video, etc. So that is also possible in YouTube. Okay, so next comes this Google Drive. So Google Drive, most of you might have used, I don't know whether you are using or not. So it's a file storage and synchronization service. It's very useful service. So whatever data you have, whatever important documents you have, whatever important certificates you have, or whatever you are preparing for day-to-day classes, for teaching notes, lecture notes, okay, anything can be stored in Google Drive. You may have your own mail ID. For each and every mail ID, there will be a Google Drive. Okay, and whatever you are creating, whatever you have, so that can be stored in the Google Drive. It will be automatically stored in the cloud. And the second part is very important, synchronization. So you are using your computer, which is in your campus, in your department, for storing some information. And when you are going home, you have some other laptop and you are opening your laptop and the same thing you can view there. You can modify something in that sheet, Google Sheet or Google Doc or Google Slide. You can modify in your home. While you come back to the campus the next day, the same change will be accommodated in your Google Sheets. Okay, so that is called synchronization. So the same thing you can view here also. There are so many. So you can use documents, you can use Excel sheets. If you are sharing this Excel sheet, you know, sometimes the entire college will be preparing some documents for NAC or for NBA accreditation. In that case, we can share the sheet to all the departments. Okay, and all the departments can modify the sheet at the same time. That is a very good feature. Anybody can modify the sheet so that the entire modifications will be there in the sheet. Likewise, we can modify the Google Slides also. It may be presentation, it may be spreadsheet, document, etc. So each and every mail ID will be given with 15 GB of free storage. And if you need more storage space, we have to pay for that. We can go for 100 GB, 200 GB, TBs. Okay, anything, any amount of storage we can get by paying for that. And the files uploaded can be up to 750 GB in size. So this is Google Drive. Anybody can use it. So in the same way, we have Dropbox also. So Dropbox is also an application which is used to upload the documents, presentations, photos, videos, assignments, etc. So if you are uploading it and if you share that to your students, the students can also share, they can easily access the material at their home. Okay, so this is also possible. In our mobile phones also we can have this software. So this is my Dropbox. In my Dropbox, I am storing so many information. If you see the left side, I have IT Spiker, the details about the department, the NAC 2020 for NAC files I have stored here, some photos I have stored, SSSS, my personal informations like after PhD, what are all the documents I have, everything I am storing in this Dropbox. So in the college, I'm using this Dropbox for storing the information, and at home I will take the same information using another device. Okay, any number of devices, not any number, 4 devices can be connected to a particular ID. Okay, so these are all for anybody, any teachers or any students, we can make use of this. And next comes the ICT for researchers. Mainly the researchers will, especially I was thinking about what tool I can choose for an economic student, because these economic students will be using some statistical informations. So you will be analyzing the data. So for that, what are the tools we can explain? Okay, so I've given something for your research work. So Word you all know. So why I have chosen Word first is, suppose if you want to convert your research work into a paper, so we can make use of Word. Word is the simple word processing software. Anybody can use it very easily. We can change the font size, font style, color, bullets, line spacing, alignment, anything is possible. There are so many menu are given. By selecting the menus, you can insert the charts, tables, images, very easily we can operate it. And the page layout also. So suppose if you are sending a paper to a journal, the journal is asking for 2 column. In Word, you can easily make 2 column layout. Okay, and the orientation, spacing, anything we can modify. And the references also we can add. That is the table of bibliography, table of contents. Suppose you are writing a book, that book will be having table of contents, and at the end you will be having the bibliography, footnotes, captions, citations. Everything is possible in Word. Since it is a very simple processing simple word processing software, easily you can do all those things. And we can also review, that is whether the grammar is correct, the spelling is correct, the language, how many words are there. Okay, and what are the thesaurus, what are the other meaning of this particular word, everything is there in Word. So in the same way, the people who are sending papers for the journals might have heard about the term LaTeX. Okay, so many journals, many important journals, they will ask the researchers to send the paper in LaTeX format. It's a software, it's a tool. This is used for document preparation, but the quality is very high. The typesetting quality will be very high. We may use Word also, we may use LaTeX also, but if you see the quality of the typesetting, LaTeX is the best one. Because of that, many well-known journals, they will be asking the people to send the papers in LaTeX format. Okay, so this is used to produce technical or scientific documents. It is very easy to add the symbols and equations Pictures and figures can be added. Then footnotes, references in the same way. Table of contents, bibliographies, these are all easily generated because once you change one of the reference, this will reflect in our content also. If you are writing a book or if you are writing a paper, you'll be having different references. These references you will be using in the book also. And if you change one reference, it will reflect in the middle of the book. So that will also be taken care by this LaTeX software. Okay. And next, Excel. So this is some kind of analysis, statistical analysis. We can make use of Excel. Many of you might have known about this Excel because this is very simple one. It is coming in Microsoft Office. Okay, it is used for calculations, then graphing tools, tables, and it also has a macro programming language. Okay, so it is a collection of grid of cells. Many cells will be rows, it will be arranged in rows and columns. We can give our data in that rows and columns, and we can manipulate with some arithmetic operations or any statistical operation. Many functions are there. Financial functions are there. Engineering functions, statistical functions, many are given. So by using that, we can create our graphs, histograms, charts, etc. Okay, so some formula I have given here. So in this example, the country names are given, population are given, then average population is taken. Okay, so the average population of these countries. So totally some 10 countries are given. About these 10 countries, the populations are given, and the total population is calculated and divided by 10 give the average population. Okay, and here you have a condition that if the population of that particular country, okay, is greater than the average population. So if B2 means China's population is greater than the average population, yes, it will come, true will be coming. If it is less than that average population, then false will be coming. So like that, we can give some conditions also. So many things, as we can sort the data, we can sort in alphabetical order or in ascending order, descending order, anything can be possible. There are so many options here also, and so many formula are also given. So some formula statistical functions I have given here. So average of absolute deviations from data elements from their mean, that can be calculated by using AVE, DEV. Then average can be calculated, that is mean of the data set. Then average, if some condition can be given, then average, many ifs also can be given. Then count. Okay, so the how many informations are there, how many data are present, how many records are present, that can be counted. Sum of squares of deviations, DSQ, then geometric mean of data set, harmonic mean of data set, many functions like this. Maximum, minimum, then mean, median, mode. Okay, then percentile, kth percentile, percentage rank, that can also be rank of the element, that is also possible. Then standard deviations, STD, EV. So sample standard deviation of a data set, population standard deviation of the data set, variance of the data set, everything is possible in this Excel. You can easily calculate, and the charts can also be drawn by using this Excel. So here some informations are given. London, Paris, Rome, Madrid, Vienna, Berlin, 6 places, cities are given. And this particular brand A is sold in this millions of euros. So the sales, marketing sales is given in this table. So brand A in London, it is 23.5 millions of euros is sold, and in Paris some value. So like that, brand B informations are given, brand C's informations are given, and by using this information we can create a chart. It is called bar chart. So this bar chart can be drawn by using these informations. So by seeing the diagram itself, the chart itself, we can easily understand. So which is having the higher marketing. So that is brand A has high market. Okay, so like that, we can easily understand by seeing the charts. And next important software tool is SPSS. So SPSS, if you ask any MBA student, so they will be using this SPSS package, software package. It is used for interactive batched statistical analysis. For not only a single analysis, we can have it as a batch. Batch of statistical analysis can be done by using this SPSS. So it is originally called a statistical package for social science, but now it is called as statistical product and service solutions. Okay, so the name SPSS mean statistical product and service solution. So it has other things along other than the statistical analysis. The data management is done, as well as data documentation is also done. So most of the researchers, health researchers, survey companies, government education researchers, marketing organizations, data miners are using this SPSS because there are many options present. Easily we can analyze the data and we can come to a conclusion. Okay, so here one example is given. It is in the data view. What are all the data given? So the first ID is a male person. Okay, and his birth date is given. Education qualification in years. How many years he has education? 15 years. And job category, whether he is a manager or clerical worker or some other work, etc. And what is the salary given per month? Then salary beginning at the beginning, what is his salary and what is the job time, etc. So these are some of the informations given in the data table. Okay, so like that we are giving some 14 records. Each record contains these many informations. Okay, and if we are going to this variable view, so the same thing can be viewed in variables. So the first one is ID, isn't it? So the ID means it is an identifier, or to identify the student or the particular person, employer, we need this ID. It is of numeric type. Numeric means number. Okay, and the width is 4 and its label is employee code. The entire label is employee code, but there it is given as ID. Okay, next, gender. Gender, we all know, male or female. That is a string of one width. So we have to give M or F. Then birth date is of type date. Okay, that is in that particular format, month, date, year, or year, date, date, month, year. In some format we can give. An educational qualification. So that is how many years he has education. That is given in numeric number. Job category is also a number. Salary is given in dollar. Okay. So these are the different informations behind that data. So previously we have the data, and what is that particular? If you take a particular manager, so what is the gender? What is the type of the gender? It is a string. What is the birth date? Everything is given in the variable view. So this is how we have to create in SPSS. And output view. Suppose if you want to get some output. So here one output is shown, two outputs are shown. That is, one output is about the gender. Okay, how many female are present? How many male are present? So there are totally 216 female and 258 male employees are present in this particular organization. Okay, and their percentage is given. 45.6 is for female, 54.4 is for male. So like that we can get some outputs from the data. Okay, and the next information is output is minority classification. Okay, minority, whether that particular employee is minority under the minority class or not. If it is he is not a minority, then no will be there. So totally there are 370 no's and 104 yes. Okay, so that also these types of queries can easily be given and we will get the reply, because if you see here, there are totally 474 records. It is not only 474. If you take the students, thousands and 2000s, our students will be there, isn't it? So because of the lengthiness or the vast data, it's very difficult for us to do everything manually. So just like that, if you are giving some queries, it will give you the output. So that is very easy in this SPSS. And here one variable is given. Descriptives variables is equal to education and salary. So for a particular people, particular list of employees, we need to know what are the education, what is their current salary. So the education level is 8, minimum is 8, maximum is 21, mean is 13, and standard deviation is 2. This is about the education level. Totally there are 474 records are there. After taking this 474 records into consideration, we got the minimum is 8 years, maximum is 21 years. Then current salary. Here also all the 474 records are taken. The current salary is this much and the maximum salary is this much, mean value, etc. And so like that we can create some graphs also. Okay, graph, histogram of normalization. So normalization is here by taking that particular field previous experience. So the previous experience is taken in months and accordingly the graph is drawn. Okay, so if he is a fresher, then he will not have any previous experience or 1 year or less. So that is very high. Okay, and if you go for, so it is given in months. So nearly 500 months, it is very less number. Okay, so the person who is having highest experience will be very less. Okay, so that is called histogram. And this is for bar chart. Clerical, how many are there in the clerical post? How many are there in the custodial post? And how many are there in the manager post? So that can be easily found out by this chart, bar chart. And next we are going to see about this data mining with R rattle. So like SPSS, this R rattle is also very much useful for the researchers, because these researchers, especially economical researchers, you will be doing research on a particular area and you will be collecting so many data. Okay, all these data needs some statistical summary and visual summary. Okay, the statistical summary can be made into visual summary. Adhe graph, we can make it as a graph. We can make it in a different visual. That is possible in this rattle. So the rattle is a popular GUI, means graphical user interface for data mining using R. Data mining is nothing. If you have an enormous amount of data and if you search something in that, mining, so we are doing mining. So you all know about mining. Here the entire data is there in one place, and you are mining and you are searching for a particular data. For that you will be using some formula, you will be using some functions, you will be using some machine learning techniques, machine learning algorithms, etc. That is called R rattle. Okay, so here some examples are given. Here the first, distribution of income, how it is distributed. So in one place it is distributed. For example, if you see the third one, 1, so it is distributed in a way such that from 10 1 e plus 0.5 to 4 plus e0.5. So in that way it is organized, that it is distributed. Okay, and if you see the bar chart, again it can be easily seen. Here the amount is given in the x-axis from 0 to 2e plus 0.5, 4e plus 0.5. So if it is extending, if the amount is high, the number of people who got that particular income or that particular salary is less. So if you take your college, so there will be many assistant professors, okay, and according to AICT norms, if there are 9 assistant professors in a particular department, so there should be 3 associate professors. Okay, if there are 9 assistant professors, 3 associate professors, and 1 professor should be there. So this is the cadre ratio we will call. Okay, so that is that can be viewed by using this R rattle, and it can also, we can see using this cumulative income and Benford's law income. So that is using some functions. This is the distribution of wind. So climate, if you want to check the climate, you can easily see in this R rattle. Okay, so the data will be given. By using that data, we are creating the charts. So here, if you see the mosaic of wind by rain tomorrow, whether the rain is coming tomorrow or not. So no has these many numbers. Okay, yes is very less. And next, in each and every direction, we can get this information. Okay, all the direction. So in southeast, north, west, so like that, in all the directions, we can see how many people are telling that wind is there, or how many people are telling wind is not there. And this is another diagram. This is of 100 entrepreneurs. So how their behavior or their activities are there. The revenue, how much revenue they have generated, that is given in y-axis, and the number of years are given in x-axis. Okay, so a particular company, so first company is rocket ship, is given in red color, hot company is given in orange color, and slow burner is given in blue color. Okay, so how the growth is there. So if you take the rocket ship, sudden growth from 0 to 5, highest poidichi. Okay, it's sudden growth. And next, hot company, slowly it is moving, and slow burner, it is very slow. From the name itself, we can understand it is very slow. So though these are the different types of outputs we can get from this R rattle. It can be a bar chart, or it can be, here you see the left corner, left down, breakdown of China's population by age group. So this is the data we have. So how the breakdown takes place, that data we have, and from that we can create this chart. Okay, so here we have in 1060 how the data will be. It is only proportion of total population. 0 to 14 years are given by orange color, 15 to 64 years are given by blue color, and above 65 colors, sorry, above 65 is given in maroon color. Okay, so like that we have different types of charts, as well as we can make use of this machine learning techniques. I don't know whether you know the term machine learning, supervised and unsupervised machine learning techniques. Nowadays, artificial intelligence is included in each and every department. Anybody you take, they will talk about something. They will talk something about artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques. Okay, whatever data we are giving. So for example, we are collecting the data for every year. What will be the climate of December? So for about 15 years or 20 years, we have collected. So on this particular day, 15th of December in 1995, how much temperature, how much humidity. So like that we are collecting. Is there any rainfall? All these informations we are collecting for about 20 years. Okay, and all the data are given in OR rattle. All the data are given in the OR rattle. And if we are applying some supervised learning or unsupervised learning technique, machine learning technique, what it will do is it will train the data with the current data, and it will predict whether that rain will come tomorrow. It will predict whether the rainfall, what will be the temperature day after tomorrow. Okay, so how much humidity will be there on 25th of December? Anything can be predicted by using this machine learning technique. So this OR rattle is a very good software. It is a GUI software. GUI means graphical user interface. So just any user, the key feature is all the interactions through the graphical user interface is captured as OR script. Because our programming language is using OR script, we have to write the programs for doing all those things. But now we get this OR rattle, no programming, no coding, nothing. Just by using this GUI environment, graphical user interface environment, we can select all these things and we can do whatever we want. Okay, so this will be very useful for the researchers. Okay, so that's all about my presentation. And now I want to know the feedback of the audience.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your nice presentation. Actually, you are in a YouTube live, madam.
Oh,
people are
okay.
watching. Yes, madam. Yes, madam. So we have only 9 more persons only there in our
Yes,
Zoom meeting. Remaining
Yeah,
are all there in YouTube live, madam. Definitely,
okay.
if there is any query, I will mail you, madam.
Okay,
Definitely.
I just want to know the feedback from the students, because they are doing it through YouTube, right? So you
Yes,
can
madam.
use
Yes, madam.
feedback forms, you can collect it and let me know the feedback from the students.
Definitely, everything we planned, madam. We will do according that.
Okay.
Definitely, I will send details, madam. Thank you so much.
I hope
madam.
it is very useful for you. I hope.
Yes, madam. It is very informative session.
Yes.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes,
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your interesting talk. Now it's time for a vote of thanks. May I now request Dr. Muhammad Nazir, Organizing Secretary of today's event and Coordinator of ICT Club, to present the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Ali sir. Honorable Dr. B. Shantini Madam, Professor and Head of the Department, CSE and IT, St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research, Avadi, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Respected Principal Dr. Bashir Ahmed, respected Vice Principal Academic Dr. Sheikh Mohammed, respected Vice Principal Dr. Kamal Nazir, respected Controller of Examination Professor A.R. Abdul Latif, respected IQSC Director Dr. Anwar Sadatu Valaya Parambat, respected Arts of Dean Dr. Abdul Razak, respected Head of the Department Dr. Karimullah Basha, respected Coordinator of Business Economics Dr. Abdul Rahim, our beloved professors M. Abdul Jamal and Fakir Ismail, and my dear colleagues, heads of various department, professors, scholars, and students. Very good afternoon, one and all present here. This is Dr. S. Muhammad Nazir, Assistant Professor, Coordinator ICT Club, PG and Research Department of Economics, the New College, Chennai. On behalf of PG and Research Department of Economics, the New College, Chennai, and the participation of this national webinar on awareness of trends in information and communication technology. And on my own behalf, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all who helped us in making this national webinar such as resounding success. First of all, I thank our college management and our principal, Dr. Bashir Ahmed, Vice Principal Academic Professor Sheikh Mohammed, Vice Principal Administration Dr. Kamal Nazir. I extend very heartily vote of thanks to Dr. B. Shantini Madam, Professor and Head of the Department of CSE and IT, St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research, for not only sparing her valuable time for us to grace this occasion, but also for enlightening us with her commendable talk on awareness of trends in information and communication technology. Madam has highlighted about the role of ICT in socio-economic development and the components of ICT and its tools. Madam was made to understand ICT for teaching, learning, and 21st century skills are 4 C's, such as C for communication, C for collaboration, C for critical thinking, and C for creativity. She has special emphasis on flipped learning and blended learning. She has explained about traditional versus flipped classrooms. She focused on blended learning. She has highlighted the usage of smart boards, Moodle, Google Classroom, Kahoot, and hot potatoes. She neatly underlined the usage of Google Forms, WordPress, and Blogger. Madam also explained the usage of PowerPoint, Canva, YouTube, Google Drive, Dropbox. Madam finally concluded with ICT for researchers, such as usage of word processing software, LaTeX, MS Excel, SPSS, and data mining with R-Rattle. Thank you so much, Madam, for clearing our concept and enhancing our understanding pertaining to awareness to trends in ICT. Indeed, you have put your best efforts to make this event unforgettable. Thank you, Madam. I would like to thank the torchbearer of this event, our beloved head of the department, Dr. Karimullah Basha sir, for his moral support and guidance. I would like to thank our senior professor, Dr. A. Abdul Rahim, for giving excellent ideas for this webinar. I would thank Dr. Abdul Jamal and Dr. Fakir Ismail for their efforts to success this program. I would like to thank our staffs, Dr. Jabir Hassan, Muhammad Zahid, Mr. Muhammad Ali, Master of Ceremony, Mr. Shahul Hamid, Sadiq, and Dr. Rafiq for their technical supports. I thank Department Attender Riaz Bhai and Aisama. I also thank my dear students for your active participation in this program. Have a wonderful evening. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik wa sada la ilaha illa anta wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, madam.
Shall I leave,
Thank you.
sir?